What are sharpening stone grit levels, and how do they work? Imagine trying to cut through a piece of wood with a dull knife. It takes more effort, and the blade can even get damaged. Keeping your blades sharp is essential, especially when you're out in the wild with survival gear and tools. That's where understanding sharpening stone grit levels comes into play. Grit levels on sharpening stones refer to the size of the abrasive particles on the surface. Think of grit as the roughness of the stone. The number on the stone tells you how coarse or fine it is. Lower grit numbers, like 80 or 200, have larger particles. These are rough stones used for heavy-duty work, like fixing a chipped or very dull blade. They remove metal quickly, reshaping the edge so it can be sharpened further. On the other hand, higher grit stones, like 3000 or more, have tiny particles. These are used for polishing and refining the edge. They make the blade smoother and sharper, which is great for tasks needing precision, like preparing food or carving. Medium grit stones, around 400 to 2000, are the middle ground. They are perfect for regular sharpening and maintaining your tools. After using a coarse stone, switching to a medium grit helps smooth out scratches and creates a sharp, durable edge. In survival situations, knowing which grit to use can save your tools and your day. If your knife is damaged or very dull, start with a coarse grit to reshape it. Then move to a medium grit to sharpen and finally finish with a fine grit if you need a polished edge. For example, if your machete has a chip, begin with a 200 grit to remove the damage. Next, use an 800 grit to sharpen the blade and finish with a 1000 grit for a smooth, reliable edge. Carrying a combination stone with two grit levels, like for 100 and 1000, is a smart move for your survival kit. It allows you to fix, sharpen, and maintain your blades in the field. Remember, the goal isn't always a mirror finish but a sharp, tough edge that can handle tough tasks. Grit is measured by counting abrasive particles in a square inch. Larger particles mean more aggressive cutting, while smaller particles give a finer, more polished edge. Moving from coarse to fine grit in a sequence is called progression. It helps you restore and refine your blade efficiently. Understanding how grit levels work makes you more confident in keeping your tools ready for any challenge. Whether you're repairing a damaged knife or just giving your favorite blade a quick touch-up, matching the grit to the task is key. This simple knowledge can make a big difference in your survival skills, ensuring your blades stay sharp and effective when you need them most.